Welcome back, everybody. Guess what time it is?
Why understand why? See how it's done.
Revolution my ass. Who's strong?
So sexy.
Good guess. It's time for a twofer.
Lawrence, what would you do if you had $1 million?
I'll tell you what I'd do, man. 2 chicks at the same time, man.
I think the main focus of this one is going to be this beautiful acoustic model G60T combo amplifier. Very, very cool, very good sounding amplifier. If I'm not mistaken, the little research that I did is the acoustic company was looking to maybe take some inspiration from the Mesa Mark series. I have a couple other acoustic amplifiers that are a little more close to that, where they got the slider EQs and stuff. But out of the 3, this one so far has been my favorite. It just sounds great. It's heavy, it's friggin' super heavy. Seriously, it must weigh like a metric butt ton. But that's okay. That's what roadies are for.
Would you like to see an award recognizing the meritorious achievements of the road crew?
Look, you just gave me fucking chill bumps, dude. Because that would be really cool. You know, the bands make it rock, but the crews make it roll.
But last time I was playing this amplifier, I had just finished putting together the Electric Mistress clone guitar effects pedal. And started to get that funky smell of burning old electronics, and that's never good. So there's something wrong in here, probably plate resistors or capacitors, super old capacitors, just, you know, calling it quits. So we're going to take a look inside there, but let me flip her around. Here's the back side of our acoustic model G60T, and I think a lot of why this amp sounds really good is the speaker right here. G1250, made by Rolla Celestion. Is the power. Might as well take these off now. One of you. Got some tubages there. Nice beefy transformer there. Wow, that's some serious firepower right there. But let me pull out another amplifier and show you what my plan is for all this today.
That's it? You had $1 million. You'd do 2 chicks at the same time?
Damn straight. I always wanted to do that, man.
Hang tight. So this 80s Ampeg made in Japan model V3 was a subject of a couple other videos, and got most of the way of putting this sucker back together. When I acquired this amplifier, it did not have a speaker, and so yeah, it kind of looked like that. And can't see it on this side, but on the other side of the power transformer, there's like a some distortion or a line right there, and I was wondering where that came from. Long story short, probably an oversight by the engineers at the Ampeg factory at the time. There is absolutely no room in this cabinet to put any speaker other than a Celestion, because the gaps in the speaker basket, have to fit right here in front of this power transformer. For it to fit, there is just no room between the power transformer and the speaker baffle to fit anything other than something like that. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to take that sucker out of there, put her in here, and then I have an Eminence Red, White, and Blues 12-inch speaker. I think we're going to put that in there. And yeah, that's the plan anyway. And then we're going to service this amplifier, as I haven't even looked at it yet, and I'm sure it needs servicing. What is that cotton Serviced by Cotton. Uh-oh. Wonderful. Well, they have an official looking sticker, so maybe they know what they're doing. Because I certainly don't, and I certainly don't know what they did, so. Anyway, if that adventure sounds interesting to you.
We've already sent millions of doses, millions of doses.
Then stick around. Watch the video. Here's the tube complement for this amplifier. They all appear to be General Electric, which is cool. We like GE. They bring good things to life.
What a lovely clock. Oh, no, that's the doorbell. That's General Electric, too. It has lovely tones.
But we have a nice couple of milk jugs of 6L6s right here. And we have a 12AT7 and a couple of 12AX7s. Probably original tubes. I imagine if tubes needed to be changed, I'm the only crazy wacko that gets all matched branding tubes whenever possible. I imagine you'd see a friggin' JJ or a friggin' Ruby tube in here if stuff needed to be changed at some point in its past. But it's kind of weird. You get a green label and a white label on your power tubes. But who knows? One of those mysteries. Anyway, moving on. Oh, we got a bleeder. It happens. Alright, I got the chassis out, and I gotta say, this damn cabinet still weighs 16 metric tons. This thing is built like a brick shithouse. Anyway, let's take a look at what we got. Circuit board construction. Here she is. Goodyear blimp view. Get a close-up view. Ugh. Not my favorite kind of stuff, but not that there's anything wrong with an amplifier like this, but it's just a pain in the butt to work on. But we'll muddle our way through. Obviously, definitely quite different than a early 60s Magnatone. But, alright, there's the gut shot for you. A little bit of dust in here. This thing, like all the amps that in my collection, came from another person's collection that were sitting in his basement for a couple of decades. And, you know, we're up here in New England, so there's hot, cold, wet, dry, a little bit of everything. So things are bound to go awry. But let's flip her over. Here's the backside of the Acoustic Model G60T combo head amplifier. Combo amplifier, the head, the fucking, I don't know, this thing. You know, bunch of sockets, reverb, volume for the foot switch, preamp out, power in, external speaker, speaker, switchable 4 and 8 ohms. Let's see here, can you see the codes on this sucker? 33rd week of 81. Up here, 25th week of 81. I think we have a 1981 amplifier. Ooh. This is cheeseball. I thought this was a metal can cap. This is a cardboard can cap. Yikes. Anyway, get the scale out for scale. Nice shot of my injury. So there's your power transformer. Looking nice and powerful. Can't get any better light on this situation for you. 4 inches tall. Here is our output transformer. Yeah, camera work on this is going to win an Oscar.
I owe a lot to my family for holding me together and loving me and having patience with this obsession.
There you go. Figured out. And we got the reverb sockets here. So, alright. Now the fun part. Oh, serial numbers. There you go. Here's the third transformer, probably reverb or maybe a choke. 44th week of 81. So this amplifier was probably in the back of the Sears Christmas catalog for 1981.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid. Ho, ho, ho.
Somebody got this under the Christmas tree. Look at this. 30 to 40 microfarads. Well, what is it? Is it 30 or is it 40? Can we narrow it down a little bit? Geez, But, looks like we just have two sections. 500 watts. Volts, watts, what is it? 500 watt volts. Something like that. It says WV on it. Anyway, I'm sure we can accommodate that. Might have a couple of can caps that we can replace this cheese ball thing in. This thing was probably good for only like putting popcorn in when you go to the movies. Alright, moving on. I was able to find and download and print a service manual for the Acoustic G60T from musicparts.com. Thank you very much to them. Link in the thing if I remember. So let's take a look. And you will not find a service manual like this for a modern amp. The manufacturers want to keep all that shit under wraps, and they don't want anybody to know anything unless they can charge you money for it. But they'd rather it just breaks and you buy another one. Won't mention any names.
You see how quickly I found that schematic? Found it just like that, right? So, you know, no matter how densely populated the board is for this amp, at least I have some chance of fixing the fucker when it breaks. Not so with the Black Star. I couldn't even show you. Let's see. Let's see if we can find one Black Star schematic that is leaked onto the internet. Let's see if we can find one.
But basically everyone these days. Got a bunch. Look at all this information. Good stuff. There you go. Pause your screen. Read it at your own convenience. Here we go. We got the preamp section. Looks like pretty standard stuff. Let me get Mr. Pointer out. Coming in, hitting an AX7. Bam, bam. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Good stuff there. Oh, got some transistors. Oh, alright, so we have transistor-driven reverb, it looks like. So maybe that other transformer is a choke. Oh, we got another one. We got an IC over here. What is this? Oh, they don't tell us what it is. We can figure it out. Probably a TLO 72 or something to that effect. What do we got here? Power amp. So this is the output tubes and the phase inverter. I believe this would be a long tail pair. Output, blah, blah, blah. Saw some interesting stuff. Not sure what this is all about. We got some diodes. Kicking out some jams from the ground. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, but whoa, look at that. Woo! High voltage! Damn. She's no joke. Alright, moving on. What about power supply? Cool. Oh, I noticed this already. We got one of these all-in-one bridge rectifiers. Right here. It's kind of cool. Oh, being bothered again. Hold on. Alright, we're back again. Sorry for the interruptions. But that would be this guy right here. And wow, we're putting out some serious voltages here. Wow. I got to imagine that that's going to your preamp tubes right there. Yeesh. It's going to have some gain. And it looks like that third transformer is a choke, which is cool. We got another transistor down here. Filaments, so this is for what, your negative bias? Yeah. Interesting. Totally have no idea what that's all about. Well, we got positive voltage here. I don't know. You guys tell me. A couple of Zener diodes right there. Very interesting stuff right here. Alright, next page. And some more stuff. I'll just go through it briefly. You can pause the screen if you want to read it, or you can just download it yourself. Blah, blah, blah. How to use an amplifier. Yeah, we know what this looks like. We got the real thing. Rear panel. Rear panel continued. Rear panel, we know what this looks like. Oh, parts list. Oh my lord. You just do not get service manuals like this anymore. For sure. Good stuff. Excellent. Look at that. It's got values and voltages. This is outstanding. And last but not least, oh, here we go. We got our transistors. Excellent. Acoustic part number. I don't know if that's going to help us. Anyway, we can look at all this later. Cool. And that's the end. And here we are. All right. What do we want to do next? Well, we'll figure it out. Hang tight. So I mentioned before that the last time I was playing this amplifier, it started to act up. The output, I forget if it was in both channels or just one of the channels, was starting to sound really shitty. Just all distorted in a bad way and blah, blah, blah. And just perusing the state of affairs here, I think I've identified at least one problem. This capacitor here popped her load.
Bob?
My mother's coming.
That's what she said.
So that's not good. Looks to be a no-name brand. But there's problem number one for sure. Look at that. Damn. It looks like it exploded. That is not cool. Well, it is actually kind of cool, but not cool if you want a functional amplifier. But yeah, good times. So, problem one. Alright, before we start doing surgery on this guy, what I think we're going to do is I'm going to pop this Celestion out of the back of, nice shadows. Pop this Celestion out of the back of the acoustic cab and pop it into the Ampeg cab. I still have that Jackson guitar I just repaired. And yeah, I kind of want to plug it into the Ampeg and wail away. So that's what we're going to do. And while we're doing that, I'm just going to listen to a little bit of Judas Priest. Well, we've got it out. This is what the Roller G60T looks like. Flip her up here. Oh, she's heavy. Hold on. Not G50T. G1250. There you go. See, more lies and misinformation. Here's some codes for whatever it's worth. Made in England. There you go. Great sounding speaker. This is what I was talking about before. I couldn't figure out why this was, you know, scraped off like that. And it's because there's just so little room between the baffle and the power transformer here that the speaker basket just rubs up against the transformer. And definitely an oversight in the engineering department at the Ampeg factory at that time. But hopefully this Celestion will fit and we can crank her up. Like a glove! That is a tight fit. Sorry about the lighting and the camera angles, but yeah. That sucker, I mean, I guess the engineers, you know, yeah, they made it work, but God damn, that's the only thing that'll ever work in this cabinet. Not that a selection is a bad thing, but, you know, it's good to have choices. We like Jensen's too. And Eminence, JBLs, etc. We're back. It's a new day. We're just wrapping up this bad boy here. So the only problem with this amplifier was that capacitor that blew its top. So there you go. Learn how to do this stuff, and you can buy an amp cheap and spend. That capacitor probably cost, I don't know, $2-3. $3 repair. Boom. Awesome amp. Got to use my newly made bias probes for the first time. That'll get the old heart racing a little bit, but they worked fine. The bias is a little cold, but I mean the amp sounds great, so I'm not going to mess with it. The bias adjustment turny thing inside there didn't seem to have a lot of swing. I don't know, maybe if it was stuck or something, but I cranked it up as high as I could get it, and yeah, it sounds great, so I ain't going to mess with it, and it's not way off. And here's the replacement speaker. It's an Eminence Red, White, and Blues. 12-inch. Let me flip her over so you can look at the back. Here's the back side. Yeah, this is some serious firepower right here. Look at that. So yeah, I think this will sound really good in this cabinet, in this amplifier. So we're going to pop her in. And then the only other thing that I might want to do here is the Tolex is coming up a little bit. So put a little contact cement there, glue that down, and boom, that'll be that. Son of a bitch, look what I just found. How the hell did this get there? Everything, tone stack, everything 12 o'clock, volumes at 1 o'clock, masters at 11. Yeah, this is volume 1, or be channel 1, the clean channel. Very loud, very clean. So I guess that would be called a good pedal platform. But I fucking hate that term. That and smash the like button. Can we all just agree to stop using those terms? Fuck, it's loud. My ears are already ringing. Bright button. Yeah, totally not shrill at all. Alright, let's try channel 2. I haven't looked at the schematic as far as how the foot pedal works, but I imagine it's just a regular old plain Jane, ground it and good to go. But anyway, in lieu of a foot pedal, you just do that. And this is a double knob. The one Achilles heel with this amp is the friggin' knobs. They stick out like a sore thumb, and you'll break half of those on the first gig you play with this. And this double knob, I have 2 other acoustic amplifiers, and I had to cobble together all the pieces just to make one set of good knobs. And to find this, you can't find this knob anymore. So I'll have to find some kind of substitute for the other amps. But the top knob, or the center one, is the drive, and the big knob is the volume. Excuse me. Doesn't play well with the Telecaster up close, but that's alright. We like feedback. Adjustment, yeah.
How much is
Just
this?
listen for a minute.
I'm
The
not-
sustain, listen to it.
I'm not hearing anything. You'd have to play.
You can go and have a bite. No, you still be hearing that one.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it. How cool was that? I imagine the volume of the amplifier just blew up my phone, so I'm sure the audio quality was premium. But here we are. We're at this place here. And the total cost to repair this amplifier was that. How awesome is that? But, good times.
Damn good time.
Hope you enjoyed it.